What's going on, bros? This is Dave Koss. Welcome to another Brograph tutorial. Today we're going to talk about composition helpers, and this is something that is kind of hidden in Cinema 4D. When you create a camera, there is actually a tab over here on the right side called composition. And if you're looking through your camera, you can set up these different overlays basically that will help you in different ways. For example, there's like a grid if you're doing something with rule of thirds. If you're doing a crosshair, like if you do this crosshair, if you want to make sure something's in the center, there's all these little helpers. I think that Matt Milstead is actually going to be doing some tutorials pretty soon on actual composition and theory, stuff like that, and this might come in very handy. The one that I like using is the golden spiral, because you've probably heard about that before. And if you look it up online, you'll find all sorts of really cool examples, like the Apple logo, for example. And sometimes when I'm trying to set up a composition, I'll actually use this, because you can actually flip it and mirror it and do all that stuff in the viewport. And so, like, if I have a scene set up and it has various objects in it, even if the camera moves around, that spiral stays in the same place. It's like an overlay. So you can really set up a scene that kind of fits this type of composition. Add a couple more little objects here. So if you have a lot of play in your scene and you can move stuff around, I think you'll find that this is really helpful in making something composed that's just right. I mean, that spiral is something I use all the time. There's if you put a keyframe, let's see, here I'll do a keyframe on the camera, for example. And if I want to kind of zoom into this scene right here, I'll go to the end, and then I'll push in, but then I'll push in so that this still kind of aligns with that spiral. And on my camera, I'll set another keyframe, and now I'm moving in, but kind of keeping that same composure, and that's really cool. If you're into theory and stuff like that, you'll kind of know what this is, and it's a little something that I figure nobody really ever talks about in Cinema 4D. So that's it, real quick one. I hope you enjoy this. If you want to get more like this, please subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on Facebook and Twitter and in the Cinema 4D subreddit. And subscribe, send us an email, let us know what you think of everything. Till next time, have a good one. Later, bros. It's pretty good, I guess.